Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel here. My name is Patrick. If this is the first time you're visiting, this is my channel and I am so excited because for the very first time on my channel here, I am doing a live reaction with a friend of mine. This is my friend Chris.
Hi.
And we're going to try something very different in this video that I've never done on my channel before. A lot of YouTube reactions that I watch are people reacting to individual songs, usually with a music video. And I've never done that on my channel. Usually on my channel, I listen to entire albums from front to back, talking over the music and sort of like explaining what I'm hearing, talking about the production, talking about recording techniques, things that they did in the studio, things like that. And so for this video, we're going to plan to do two videos. We're going to do this one and then another one after this one as separate sort of entities for my channel here. So this is sort of us testing something out completely new and we'll see if it works. If this works, I might try to do some more of this on my channel, whether it's with someone or whether it's by myself throughout this year. We'll see how it goes. But in this video, as you've seen from the title, we are going to be listening to, for the very first time, this new Sleep Token song that everyone seems to be reacting to. I will say from my perspective, I have heard of Sleep Token. I believe I heard one of their albums from a few years ago, and it didn't leave any sort of an impact on me to like remember that much about it. As far as I remember, I think that they had lots of electronics and things in their music, which is something that I like in metal music, and I think that they had kind of like that sort of singy voice during the choruses that I don't care for as much, that I always think of as sort of like Fall Out Boy-y, you know, kind of the whoa type of thing that I really just do not care for that much in metal, which anybody that's followed my channel here knows I don't particularly care for that style of singing. But Chris, you don't know who Sleep Token is at all, I don't think, right?
I don't think so, no.
Right. So this will be a total blind reaction from Chris. I have never heard this song. I've seen a lot of people reacting to this on YouTube, which is one of the reasons that I decided for us to do this for one of our little test things here to see if we could get this to work. I am recording this on Streamlabs, which is what I've been using for about a year or so now on my channel, and think I have it set up correctly so that you're going to be able to see the video and all this stuff. So just know if something doesn't work the way it's supposed to, hey, that's why this is like a test. Maybe I won't ever upload this to YouTube and it's just for us to have fun. Who cares? But yeah, so since we don't know anything about Sleep Token, we can't talk about them that much. We might as well just listen to it and see what we have to say. Now, I will say one of the reasons we're doing this is because on my channel, leading up to the April release of the new Metallica album, I am planning on listening to and reacting to, for the very first time, 3 of Metallica's most famous and most beloved albums. And so that is actually why Chris is here, why he's visiting me, and why we're set up like this, because we're planning to record today. We're planning to record a reaction to me listening to Ride the Lightning for the very first time. Maybe we'll get to Master of Puppets today, I don't know. But I want to just mention that and say, if you're a big Metallica fan, know on my channel coming up, we're going to have a lot of Metallica things, and I have just never heard a lot of Metallica's older catalog, basically none of their catalog. So just know that's something that's going to be coming up. If that sounds interesting to you, feel free to maybe think about subscribing or whatever, keeping an eye out for my channel here and the Metallica videos that we have coming up. So without further ado, though, let's get to Sleep Token and see what all the fuss seems to be about, because there's a lot of reactions channels doing this. So let us see what this is all about. The song is called The Summoning, and it has 1.6 million views. So, yeah. And I can adjust the volume. You know.
Good.
We'll see how.
Is this Evanescence?
No, it's not Evanescence. Come on. Very genty. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. He has a very particular way of singing.
It's like, yeah, Tool, and he's trying to keep his mouth shut.
Yes. The video's really cool. Not much is happening, but oh no! Hold on, it'll load. I thought it was sounding a little muddy, and so I thought maybe boosting it up to the highest quality would raise the file of the quality of
I don't
audio.
think it was much of a difference.
I don't notice much of a difference either. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
It was I like that higher pitched scream thing in the middle there. And it was cool how there was like a little very affected guitar riff in the middle, and then obviously it spread wide, making it feel humongous. And this is just a breakdown, which people on my channel may remember from my Lorna Shore video that I'm not a huge fan of breakdowns. It kind of makes me roll my eyes sometimes, especially if you're a band like Lorna Shore and you do it 4 times in every song, and it's like the main focal point of the song.
I didn't expect there to be a guitar solo.
I know, now it feels like a prog song. So I wonder if this isn't necessarily a music video so much as it is just sort of like a visualization thing.
Yeah, that's what I was
There's
gonna say.
No one from the band in it. There's no lyrics. I mean, maybe I could turn lyrics on, but
It barely moves with the song.
yeah,
like,
it's just like a cool little 3D image that they're kind of. It's cool.
yeah.
Better than not just having the words on screen. So this is the chorus. So they've had a verse and a chorus, and then a bridgey solo thing, and then the chorus. No second verse yet.
It's kind of a chorus.
Well, I mean, this is obviously the chorus.
Like, I don't know.
I like all the vocal layering.
Yeah, lots of vocal production. The guitar tones are well balanced. They're not.
It sounds like very modern metal.
It does. There's no personality in those
This is
guitar
cool.
tones, but
The kick and the toms sound very, like, similar tonally,
oh yeah.
which is a very metal thing in certain styles of metal. Sometimes the toms sound outrageously different, much roomier, or much more, there's a lot more tone to the toms. But sometimes you can't even really differentiate between the toms and the kick. But I thought that sounded great. And now we have lasers on the thing.
Oh boy, lasers on the video game.
I like this a lot.
Trailer.
I'm not gonna lie. I like this song a lot. I really think it's cool. The structuring is really interesting. Like, is the song over at this point and it's just extra?
It sounds like they had a couple breakdowns and then they needed
I like
to
the
write a song
the
around
synth
it.
stuff. Like, how
The
much?
synth stuff
We
does
got
sound
time
cool.
still.
I know, there's still 2 minutes left.
This is great.
Is it gonna go to like live performance video,
I
like
highly
when
doubt
the
it.
robot blows up?
That would be awesome. Or the robot starts playing the drums. This thing here.
Or the
whatever it is.
night robot thing, whatever it is.
I like this. I hear
Yeah.
piano. I hear very cool layering, like synth pad stuff. I like it. This is very. I've been listening to I've been getting more into prog metal lately, which is a very different thing for me. And this is like, I'm feeling these long, stretched out instrumental parts, and I mean, for all we know, the song's over, and this is just like extra stuff. I mean, maybe
Is
this
there going to be another breakdown?
I don't think
I think
so.
they're going to do another breakdown. I
you
think
think?
that's what's coming here.
Uh-oh.
It sounds like it. Oh,
Okay.
kinda.
So now they're playing in a higher key, right? Or the guitars are playing higher up on the.
There's no guitars.
I mean, that's a guitar, right? I mean, there's a guitar with like a filter sweep or something on
Maybe.
it, or a bass. But it's obviously not the crunchy stuff we were hearing before.
No.
This is like. I mean, this feels like a whole different song,
It does.
which is again very prog.
It might be like optimized for TikTok, right? So they can have 3 or 4 different parts.
I hate that, but that's a good point. Good point.
Got 4 times the chances to get on TikTok.
I kind of like his voice the more we've heard it, because it's not very stereotypical. Like, there's like a character to his voice that is much more like, it makes me think of like Khalil or like a blues rock band or something like that. I want to know what country they're from. because like Kaleo, he sounds a lot like the guy from Kaleo, which they're like a bluesy rock and roll band from Iceland. And I'm not saying these guys are from Iceland. It would be pretty awesome if I could nail that, but I don't think so. But like, his voice has a very unique characteristics to it that don't sound like metal. I mean, which we're not listening to metal at the moment.
Right. I mean,
and that's it. Okay, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. I gotta stop this stuff. How do I get out of here? Okay, go back here and then turn this off. And I think we're still recording. Woohoo! Success!
Wow.
Okay, so I liked that. There was clearly a single part that was repeated twice. Yeah. So I would say that was the chorus, and it was much bigger. There was more vocals flying around, things flying around, and so that was obviously the chorus. And so I liked the fact that there was a chorus. You know, when I saw that the video was like 6 minutes and 40 seconds, I thought, oh, maybe it's going to be one of those videos where they have like the first minute and a half is like the dudes from the band walking around and you hear like ambient sound.
Oh, yeah.
Like an intro to the video or something. Yeah. And then the song itself would only be like 4 minutes long or something. But it wasn't. It was like a straight on 6 minute, 40 second song.
It was.
Which is really awesome. That's really cool. Like I wasn't expecting that at all.
No, and I wasn't expecting it to just... Yeah, I mean, it was, 2 choruses, 2 breakdowns, and then whatever that thing at the end was?
Yeah, well, there was a verse. So it was verse 1. There was some sort of, like, a verse.
Yeah.
And then the chorus, and then there was, like, a breakdown part. But actually, no, it was a guitar solo, then a breakdown.
Oh, yeah, there was a guitar solo.
Then there was the chorus again, and then another breakdown. Though I wouldn't necessarily say it was, like, more of a breakdown so much as it was just, like, It was a slower riff. But it didn't feel as much like a breakdown to me. Like a breakdown to me is like, you know what a breakdown is.
Well, right.
But that didn't feel so much like a breakdown, so much as just like a transition maybe into the next thing. Because then after that section was when everything kind of stopped. And then just there was some synth pads, and then they had some piano and some really pretty sounding stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then he came in and started singing, and there was that flangey whatever it was. Whatever kind of effect that was. To me, it sounded like a guitar, but it could have been a bass and a guitar.
Or a synth.
It could have been a synth thing, too. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
I liked it. I liked his voice. Like I said, I thought it had a lot of unique characteristics to his voice. Like, he sounded like when I first heard him, I was like, oh my gosh. You know, because I was like, oh, singing like he's not opening his mouth, you know? But then the more I listened to it, the more I was like, well, I haven't really heard a heavy band that had a guy sing like that.
Yeah.
And so, there was a few in the chorus part. There were a few like higher pitched screams in there too.
Yeah.
And they were kind of more in the background, but I thought that sounded cool. So like knowing that they can do all of these different things, I would be curious to hear like a whole album of theirs. Like I know I said I listened to one of their albums. Like that does not sound like anything I remember at all. But I would probably be talking about an album of theirs that they released maybe in 2019. And I do know that in some of the other videos of people reacting to this, like I saw their like I think Nick Nocturnal or one of the other like very famous YouTube reactors did a reaction to this song, I think it was, and the caption of the video or the title of the video was like Sleep Token or Heavy Now or something like that.
Oh, I think I saw that pop up on
Yeah, so like maybe they're not normally this heavy and I just don't remember that. But if that's the case, that'd be really cool then, you know, to think of a band that doesn't normally have any screaming or anything like that, then to come out and release this as a single.
Yeah.
A 6 minute 40, like a 7, I don't know. It's like, are there really singles anymore?
No, I don't know.
You know, but like this is clearly like a big thing that they're pushing. It's, I think, their most viewed video. It had 1.8 million views or whatever on it.
Yeah.
So to have, if this is like the first thing of their new album, whatever that is, if they have a new album coming out this year, and like this is the first thing they choose to release, it's almost 7 minutes long. There's really a song structure that's, you know, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, whole other song. Very prog feeling. Halfway through, I was like, wow, we're getting like a prog song. As soon as the guitar kicked in, the guitar solo,
yeah,
I was like, this feels like a prog.
Yeah, I did not expect there to be a guitar solo like that at all.
And the way it was done, too, with no rhythm guitars underneath it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's a very prog thing.
And the guitar tone on the solo was good. Yep. It was nice. It was very clear, very produced. The whole thing is very polished.
Oh, yeah, it sounded fantastic.
It's not metal.
Well, the beginning part was metal. It was very djenty. I feel like it sounded very djenty.
It was metal inspired.
But heavy, regardless. but yeah, I like it. I actually almost probably like the second half of the song better than the first half.
I think that I could probably get on with that. Yeah.
Because if you're going to have a voice like that, it sounded a little bit weird over the heavier part. But then to have him singing like that over the synth pads and stuff.
Maybe that's what they always do.
That's very good point. Maybe they don't ever do like low detuned stuff like that.
Yeah, it was just like slightly more electronic black keys there at the end.
It was getting close to that, kind of. I really liked it. I liked the prog feel of it. Like I said, I've been getting more into prog stuff more recently, and there were large chunks of this song that sounded like stuff I've been listening to recently. So that was interesting. Okay, well, we'll just leave it at that and say, I don't know. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is just sort of like a test for us to see if we could do this. And I want to test out, first of all, just this setup, but I also wanted to test out doing a reaction to a single song with the video to see how that would work on my channel. I assume I won't be able to monetize it. I mean, I can't monetize anything on my channel because it's too small, but I do have issues with copyright and things every now and then, but I assume because Sleep Token is a band that has been on all these other reaction channels, that their record label, or they themselves, if they're independent, I don't know, however they have their stuff set up, they encourage people to do reactions, I would assume. Otherwise, I don't know how they could get onto all these reaction channels, because I don't think that song necessarily warranted, all of a sudden me seeing it pop up on all the channels that I watch.
No.
That's kind of why I almost feel like, I mentioned it before we started recording, I was like, I wonder if they're on a record label like Nuclear Blast, for example, which is probably my favorite metal record label, and they are known for hey, reactors react our stuff. Here's a new thing that's coming out next month, please react to this, And so if that's the case, then I feel like that's cool, but I don't necessarily feel like the song blew me away in any way. Normally when someone's reacting to something, there's some sort of a crazy live performance that's outstanding, or it's terrible and so people laugh at it, or rarely is it just sort of this, which I thought was kind of confusing.
Yeah, it wasn't super exciting in any way.
Yeah,
the video wasn't super exciting.
Yeah, the video was pretty boring.
Was there a video at the end? I don't even remember what was going on.
It was just the video with the lasers and the thing.
That was it.
It was the whole time. Just the lasers kicked in when all the synths kicked in. So.
Comment below if that was the first time you'd ever heard a breakdown when you listened to
I like Sleep Token, but I'm normally used to them being more Black Keysy unless... I don't even know what
If you came here from watching Imagine Dragons reactions, you should comment below.
I love Imagine Dragons. Don't crap on Imagine Dragons on my channel. But okay, we're going to end it here for now. So stay tuned for that.